I totally love shopping for and making Christmas decor, but sometimes it is nice to have items that work at Christmas but also can be used at other times of the year, like clear glass vases. Now these are everywhere. They're used in flower arrangements. Thrift stores have like shelves dedicated to them. I'm Anna, and let's see what we can do with this. This particular shape is popular around here for flower arrangements. I mean, I already have a couple of them. So I thought they would work nice for these Christmas trees to be like a base for these Christmas trees that I bought at Michael's a few years ago. I mean, this is okay, but we can definitely do better. And I'm gonna start with adding some lights. I have these little ball LED string lights, and that's what I'm going to wrap the base of the tree in first. I hate untangling lights. There's like a science. You need like a degree in many things to do this. Okay, I sort of have them laid out. And now I'm going to just loosely wrap them around the base of the tree. And then this part, like the controls, I think I'm gonna just leave hanging out in the back because no one's gonna see that part. So that stays out, and the rest is just gonna be loosely around the tree. Okay, now I'm gonna place this inside and hopefully get it in. Okay, there we go. Still doesn't look, I mean, it's better, but it's not great. So I went to the Dollar Tree, and no, this was Dollarama, the Canadian dollar store, and they have these pine cones, and they're kind of rubbery and squishy, like you can squish them. So I thought I can really jam them in there. So, well, that's what I'm gonna do. Now, if you had real pine cones, you could also put them in there. I just thought it might be easier because these are squishy. It'll be easier to kind of shove them in there because I feel like that's what I'm going to be doing. I also thought instead of just using pine cones, you could use little tiny ornaments too. But I just really like the pine cone idea for this. Yeah. I know where I'm placing this arrangement, and I also know that the back is not going to be seen, so I'm not going to fill the back up at all. I'm just going to do the front. Okay, batteries are in. Let's turn this on. Okay, so much better. Okay, but I want to do one more thing. I have this burlap here that I think would look so good just wrapped around the neck. Like that just, I don't know, there's something about adding just that tiny last little bit that just, I don't know, makes it cuter. So let's cut this to size. And I'm going to hot glue it in place. This way, after Christmas, when I'm taking down all my decorations, I can just take this off if I'm not going to be using it for the next time I use this vase. I might paint it. I might, I don't know, use it for Easter. I don't know. So this way, this is a completely reusable project, and it makes a cute little home for my Christmas tree. So let's just add some hot glue and attach this. And it's done. Like, that's all it took. And it's super cute. This one is super simple. It's just fairy lights, a battery pack of fairy lights, and fake snow. So same thing. Just wrap it around the tree, nice and loose. I'm gonna let it sit on its end there. And I'm gonna add a little bit of the snow to the bottom. It's just some, it actually looks like shredded sandwich bags is what it really looks like. There we go. Now I can drop this in. And now the ribbon, which at least is less messy. I'm not hot gluing the ribbon to the glass, I'm just attaching it to itself. Oh, it's really cute. Now I'm gonna take both of them and go put them on that shelf that I talked about, that I mentioned earlier. Yeah. I made these for my brother's wedding as part of the centerpieces, and it's a glass vase with some fairy lights that are glued to like a wooden disc that I picked up at Dollarama. And it looks really cute. And I thought, I mean, I have a few of them. Why not reuse them? So I am going to paint the lid white. And then I have these little Christmas trees. I have several Christmas trees, actually. Lots. And I'm going to see which ones look the cutest on top. And I think, oh, that just looks really cute. But you don't have to use this particular vase. It actually works on a lot of different vases. This is just one of the plain cylinder ones. Oh, fits right on perfect. And also I was like, let me see if it fits like on like a more of a traditional looking vase. Look at that. So pretty much any vase and you have some sort of wooden disc with fairy lights, looks great. And once I have this all painted, I'm gonna see if like maybe I'll put some snow, like some fake snow on the bottom. I don't know, I'm gonna see. But first, let's just paint. Let's start the project before I start making up new things. So just craft paint, and I'm gonna paint the top white. All right, it's painted. I left the top a little streaky because it looks pretty like that. I don't know why, it just looks pretty. And it's dripping out the little hole here. You don't need a hole. I just happen to have it for the wedding, but you don't need a hole. Now, what I do need is for this to dry. So I'm just gonna leave it here and let it dry. Ooh, got my fingers all dirty. Okay, and once this is dry, I'm gonna come back to it. I've left the top to dry overnight, and I left a lot of like streaks because I added so much paint, but it turned out really good. I don't know if you can see that, but the streaks, I don't know, they gave us some character. So we're ready to move on. Put this all together now, and I'm gonna glue on the trees. I have these white trees. I was kind of playing around and got glitter everywhere, but I think 3 white trees on top of this looks best. And it sort of hides the hole, not perfectly, but it'll still look cute. So I think 3 trees, and I think these 3. I mean, this one's kind of crooked, and that one fell over. So I'm just gonna glue it on with hot glue. Hot glue is easy. This just doesn't need to be held together really well. So just a few dabs of hot glue, and then this will be almost done and super cute. And then I'm kind of squishing them in together. I'm gonna hold that down for a bit and squish it in. Yeah, see, they look much better squished into each other. And because these are just those wire brush trees, you can really manhandle them and they don't notice. This is how it looks. I think this is really cute. But there's 2 things. One, I was a little bit messy with my hot glue and I didn't realize it, so I have like little lumps of hot glue. And 2, I really love how the sparkles are falling all over this, kind of like all over the ground. So I'm going to combine that together and kind of fix my boo-boo and increase the sparkles. So I have a little bit of Mod Podge and some sparkles. So I'm gonna Mod Podge around the trees and just in a couple little spots. And then I'm gonna sprinkle the sprinkles. Sprinkle the glitter, it's actually called glitter. Sprinkle the glitter on, and I'll fix my messy boo-boo and I'll add more sprinkles. Glitter, I'm gonna add more glitter. Add a little Mod Podge. Oh, that really stuck. Oh, now I gotta get it off. I've got too much now. Ah, need another brush. Okay. I think I have to go make a coffee. And by that I mean just let this dry and see if it looks okay, because I might just have to paint over it with white. I don't know. Maybe it'll end up being a happy accident, but right now it looks like a blob of gray. Ugh. Okay, we just let it rest. I'll be back. BRB. I couldn't take it, so I tried washing it off. So it didn't really come off. It's really hard to wash this. So, but I managed to find in my stash of craft supplies some white, it's kind of like chunks of snow, like, I don't know. It's like large flakes snow. So, and it's white. So let's try this again. I don't know how many attempts I'm gonna need here, but I'll get it eventually. Or I'll just remake the whole thing. No, I'm just gonna get it. I'm gonna do it. Okay, so I have Mod Podge. Again, putting on globs of Mod Podge all over the base of the tree and all over where I kind of went nuts with the hot glue. Let's add a bunch of this. Maybe by my fingers this time, instead of just straight from the container like the other one. Oh, yes. Yep. This is the solution. Okay, and now I'm just gonna do this around the base of the other trees, and then it'll look cute and sparkly and it will hide my mistakes. Okay, this is actually, it's also covering the plasticky base, so it makes it just look a little more high-end, just a little nicer. So maybe this happy accident really is a happy accident. But this did turn out great. Now, I have two options. Either I put it into my glass vase, just like this, which I think is adorable, or, because I have so many of these, I fill it with fake snow. I don't know which one's gonna look better. I'm gonna try it out and see if it looks better with the lights in snow or the lights just in glass. Ooh, I thought I would like it the other way, but I think I like this. And just shake it about. Okay, even with my happy accident, this turned out really good. With these plain glass vases, I'm going to make cloches. And along with glass vases, you need some sort of embellishment, some sort of bling, and then a knob that looks pretty and cute and sparkly. And then these washers. I picked these up at Home Depot. And I picked up two different sizes, and I don't really know what they're used for, but I'm going to use them as my backer plates, like the backer plates, to my little knob, so it looks just a little more finished. But before I get to that, I need to take my little rhinestone bling here, and I'm going to attach it to the what is the top of the vase, which later will end up being the bottom. Now, I ordered these off Temu, but I saw that Dollar Tree had some other embellishment ideas too that you could use. I just went with this rhinestoney look. See what it looks like. But yeah, definitely you can use, I've seen the little pearls, just any kind of sticky embellishment idea. So, well, everything of this is so sticky, it just sticks. Okay, so I'm just gonna measure out how, oh, it's already cute. This is already nice. Okay, so I'm just measuring out how big it needs to be, and then I'm gonna cut it. This is super, super basic, but it's gonna look good. Okay, my measurements are always so not exact. There. So here's my embellishment, and it's sticker back, like there's a sticker on the back. So I'm just going to attach it. Oh, it fits really well. Okay, so I cut it all right. Let's attach. All right, so it's blingy at the bottom, and now let's work on the top. So right here, the first thing I'm going to do is glue down, I'm gonna use the smaller one actually, glue down my backer, which is really just a washer. I'm gonna glue that on and drop it. So I'm going to glue it on with hot glue. The nice thing about doing it with hot glue is later, if I want to just take it off and reuse the vase for something else, I totally can. And I dropped another thing. Okay, there we go. I did spray paint these washers with a little bit of like a really shiny chrome spray paint. It does look a little different. Yeah, it looks a little nicer. This is an original one. It does look a little bit nicer, but it's a step you can totally avoid. You don't have to do that. And now let's add my new little knob. And there we go. That's it. This is ready to be styled. Okay, for very little effort, you get something pretty awesome. Okay, I have to make one more. This one's the smaller one. So I'm gonna use my smaller little blingy rhinestones. Let's get this on. these have a name. It's like etrusions. I think that's the real name for them. Something fancy like that. And there we go. Okay, I think a candle for this one and a tree for this one, or the other way around, but let's go style these because they're already done. Really similar idea to the vases, and I know this isn't really a vase, it's a stemless wine glass that you pick up at the Dollar Tree, but it makes such a cute cloche. Like when you flip that upside down, that makes, like, I love the shape. So I got one of the really big, like the bigger washers, and it really fits nicely on the top. Like it just really covers up the top, so it looks like it was supposed to be there. It just fits nice. So I was thinking, ta-da, how cute's that? So I'm making another cloche, but this time out of a wine glass, because it's cute. Okay, hot glue again. Burn your fingers a little. Oh yeah, I did. Ooh. And now the little crystal knob. Faux crystal knob, but it's still cute. Okay. Now, look at my idea. If I put it on this little glass candle holder, I just love it. So, a little bit of fairy lights. And then I just have this little bit of, just a tiny touch of greenery. You can use an ornament instead. Just slide this through. I'll stuff it all in here. And like, I have like a little dark corner downstairs. I know exactly where I'm gonna put it. Just to kind of light it up. I think I need to play around with my fairy lights. They look a little bit like a nest. So I'm just gonna kind of zhoosh that around and then go put it downstairs. But how simple. I have two glass vases here. One's just smaller. They're the same, just boring cylinder shape. I mean, I shouldn't say boring. They're simple. I kind of really like this shape. And I have two of them. One's just a lot bigger than the other one. And I'm going to right now focus my attention on the little one. I have a piece of wrapping paper and I'm going to make a little tube and place it inside. But I have to like measure and cut it the right size. So that's what I'm gonna do first. It's sort of evenish. Okay, place this inside. That looks good. And now I'm just gonna tape it like to itself so it stays put, so it doesn't collapse like it just did. All right, maybe you're better now. Okay, it's good. It's good enough. You're not really gonna see that part, so it's good enough. Now, I don't have to do anything else really with it for now. Just need to place it inside. And this is where the fun starts. So it just sits there. I guess if you wanted to, you could put like a dab of hot glue so it doesn't move around, but I don't think I'm gonna need to worry about that. Next, I have these dollars. These are from Dollarama, and they're just plastic ornaments. They're just silver plain plastic ornaments. And I want them to be like floating around my inside vase. So how am I gonna do that? Well, first I have to open the package. Okay. Yeah, the whole thing is plastic, which is what you want, because these are going to get wet. And there's one more thing we need. I'm gonna go grab it. This one. So these are gel beads. It says, just as add water, ideal for indoor plants, blah, blah, flower arrangements. But they're just little gel balls. And they're clear. I picked these up at Dollarama as well. And they do come in many different colors, but I don't do color, so clear, of course. So here we go. Open up my little bag. It's not sealed as well as those ornaments. And I'm just gonna drop some, like maybe like an inch around. Just like, oh my gosh, they're running around. Oh, they're so gooey. They're like alive. They're so fun. Okay, they are wet. Now I'm gonna drop in some ornaments. And then I'm just gonna keep doing that, but I'm gonna kind of push some of these ornaments a little bit lower. And then after I put my ornaments in, I'm gonna put a few more of my little beads. Now for the best part of this, I'm just gonna pour some water to kind of just top off my little balls here. But that's where the best part is. Okay, let's add the water. Do you see it yet? It's like the little balls disappear in the water. Okay, so does my vase is floating, but it's not gonna float for a while. So right now, I mean, in a bit it won't float. So I'm just gonna put my stapler to hold it down. But here we go. And now you just see, okay, you can see bubbles because the water's going up, but you can see the ornaments are all just randomly floating. Isn't that awesome? I'll top up the rest with water when I get it downstairs. I feel like I might spill if I top it up anymore. But last step is just to make my arrangement right in the middle. That's why I have like a dry vase with some paper to kind of hide the stems. So here we go, let's just make an arrangement. Oh, I filled the inside vase with stones so it doesn't keep lifting up. That's my solution. That fell out of somewhere. Well, that's it for me and the clear vases. I hope this video gave you some inspiration to do something different with such a simple decor piece. Well, Merry Christmas, happy decorating, and I'll see you soon with another project. Bye! Oh, and remember to like, subscribe, and share because it makes such a difference to our video. I think only like 3% of viewers are subscribed, so maybe give me a little Christmas gift and hit that subscribe button. Okay, Merry Christmas! That's the intro. Okay. I totally love shopping for and making Christmas decor. I mean, who doesn't? Other than Ralph, my darling husband, he would probably not even, he would not decorate at all. No, he wouldn't. He might put up like a cutout of a Christmas tree with like a flashlight behind it. Yep, that's what he would do. Yep, that's Ralph's decor. And he's married to me. Ah! Okay.